suck any group's dicks, or rather, vages, who have the power to affect their election campaign negatively. It's better to say you're a feminist than risk the onslaught of shaming tactics these cunts love that's sure to ensue. Designed to educate students about negative attitudes that contribute to high rates of sexism and discrimination and ultimately violence against women. Fight Back paints a worrying picture of inequality in Australia. Through activity, students are told there are common perceptions about equality, including that women are already equal, that we are in a post-feminist era, or that men suffer inequality too. And there it is. Misconceptions about the existence of men suffering from inequality as well. There's the true feminist colours right there. Men of men. Say what? What's that? Women receive more leniency towards sentencing, having committed the same crime as a man? Child custody favours mothers over fathers? Society ultimately sees women as victims and therefore unfairly labels masculinity as the root of domestic violence? Wake up to your own bullshit. Students are shown statistics on the pay gap between the sexes and women's representation in politics, business, sport and film, and are asked, so, are we equal? Yeah, we all know how to refute the wage gap crap. What else was there? Oh yeah, study politics instead of gender studies at uni. Learn how to better negotiate your worth and work longer hours to advance your position in a business. Accept the fact that women are not physically equal to men, and people watch sport to see the highest level of physical ability. Men's sports will attract greater audiences and pay than women's, with some exceptions. And what's the last one? Film. I don't know, be prepared to get your tits out more. Fuck this shit. A recurring theme throughout the program, as with respectful relationships, is the notion of privilege, that some groups have advantages over others because of their birth identity. Yeah, women. Being born white in Australia, you have advantages, the guide says. By being born male, you have advantages that you may not approve of or think you are entitled to, but that you gain anyway because of your status as male. Yeah, fuck right off. This is just pissing me off now. The Fitzroy High School Feminist Board Collectives.
Other beings into our collective. We're bringing them closer to perfection.
Somehow, I question your motives.
Started in 2013 as a lunchtime book club that, according to this website, revealed a sense of anger and frustration about gender inequality. An angry feminist? No way.
I'm angry. Fuck you.
Federal Education Minister Simon Birmingham said the #1 focus of our classrooms should be on core skills starting with literacy and numeracy. What a statement to end on. Leave the gender studies and feminism to those insufferable crybabies who think the world owes them something. Thanks for watching. Tits out. Tits.
Back to the other video. My husband wanted me to stop.
I want you to think about something. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend. What impact do they have on your life? How happy do they make you? This video is for everyone who has trouble letting go. For those who are on the fence as whether or not they should stay or leave. Think about your boyfriend, think about your girlfriend, think about your non-binary significant other otherwise. Do they kiss you in the morning? Do they hug you goodnight? Have they presented you with flowers or other gifts?
Doesn't need to.
Was that even necessary?
Not necessary.
How do they treat you when they're angry? How do they treat you when they're kind?
Hey, lights out.
Does it feel like they're the one for you? Do you feel so incredibly happy when you're around them? Think about how much you miss them when they're gone. Do they want children like you do?
We have.
Do they not want children like you do? What is their political position? What is their religion? I want you to realize that the person that you're in love with, or the person that you're not sure how you feel about, they are not 1 in a billion. They are 1 of billions. The way he laughs is identical to others. The way he smiles, the look in his eyes.
Not when he smiles and looks at me.
None of these things are unique.
The trail leads here.
The music he's into is probably a product of the generation he grew up in.
Lots of country
The
music.
TV shows he watches likely are results of the advertisements that significantly resonated
He
with him.
had cable, and I watched
The clothes he
Pokemon
wears,
on 4Kids.
even the food they eat, rarely special.
It's
You
actually
care
pretty
about
good.
this person so much.
I do.
Or do you?
I do.
What is care? What is consideration? Is it a means to get someone to like you more? To be more socially acceptable? Do you care because you want them to appreciate you more and show you more kindness? Or do you care because it is something beyond your control? Because you need them so much,
That's codependency.
and you don't need anyone, but specifically them. How many people have you met in your life? 100? 1,000?
A lot.
Most of those people were not within any reasonable range of what your preference for a significant other would be. Imagine if you typed in a specific age group, a specific gender, a specific height, a specific body type, a specific hair color.
Okay.
Imagine then all the competition for your significant other. Would you pick your significant other if there were a lineup of all the eligible potential significant others that you could have? Is that person really above and beyond? Or were they just convenient for you? Were they local? Or were they far away?
I met him in South Korea.
Did they go to your church, your school? Did they work at the same place
We
you
worked
did?
at kind of the same place.
Is you being with them simply a product of chance?
Yeah.
Or are you actually in control of your life? We pretend there are no arranged marriages in our country. We pretend that most everything is our choice. Yet, did we choose where we were born?
No.
Did we choose the circumstances of our life?
No.
Many of the elements that make up our existence are completely beyond our control. So how can you say you winding up with your partner wasn't arranged? Until you thought about this exact point. Maybe it's all a lie after all. Soulmate. The one. The person who is right for you out of everyone else.
He's opened my eyes.
Do you really think that they grew up next door? Think about statistics,
He wouldn't
probabilities.
have dated me. And I-
How likely is it that they just wound up near you? And that out of all the billions of people on Earth, they just happen to have the perfect configuration for you? Or maybe you don't know what perfection is. Ask most any person who's dated, broken up, dated again, broken up, until they eventually found somebody that fit. The person you're on the fence about, or the person you're unsure about. The fact that you're in the place you are right now says that maybe someday you'll be looking back on this relationship, wondering why you ever wasted your time on it. Or maybe things are far more complicated than that.
Things are always more complicated.
But if you are to understand anything about your situation, understand that you are a tiny person with another incredibly insignificant person.
Hey.
You are in a tiny town within a province or a county, a city or otherwise. And inside a state or a country or both. And even that country might not be that significant. Zoom out even more and you have a continent. That continent may seem like a big portion of the Earth. But zoom out again and you have a planet. Zoom out once more and you have a fraction of the universe. Zoom out again and Earth isn't even recognizable from where you are. It's just another speck of nothing in a massive collection of seemingly dust fragments. Now zoom back in.
That's depressing.
There you are.
Yep.
A person who is thinking that the person they're with may be their soulmate. Maybe the perfect significant other. Or maybe not.
It's perfect.
You're so consumed with limited thoughts about simple, redundant things. You're so consumed with generic concerns.
This guy's toast.
About ordinary things.
That's life. That's life.
Your days are ticking away.
They are.
The time you have left is but a blink of the eye in the grand scheme of things. And instead of focusing on living out your dream, or at the very least, having fun, enjoying your life, you're instead wasting your time debating an issue which I think we both know you've already come to a conclusion over.
That's not allowed.
There's a possibility this person can be right for you,
It marks the spot.
and it's simply
Oh,
the
no.
mental state you're in that makes you question things. But even more likely is that you're not happy,
I am happy.
and you're not happy because the situation isn't right. So
Not right now.
change your
Time's now.
situation. Make things right. Understand that relationships aren't something that comes easily for most everyone. Finding the right person is a journey, and journeys often have hard times. Journeys are often long. Oftentimes on a journey, people will give up prematurely and say,
Not something.
you were looking for something wonderful,
I found something.
but this will do.
No.
Is this really the person that you want to have kids with? Is this really the person that you know you can count on? If you take anything from this video, know this above most everything else. Those jokes he or she tells, the art they draw, the movies they like to go to, the childhood they talk about, their education, their car, their house, their dog, all of it is going to be forgotten one day. And all of it lacks anything close to what would resemble unique.
It's very unique.
So understand that your significant other is simply a combination of numerous traits
From those he's loved.
that millions, if not billions, of other people share.
There's nothing like my father.
If you move on from them, don't worry.
Nope.
There
Nope.
will be other people who have those traits.
Don't shit talk my father-in-law.
Or maybe even better, there will be people who do not have those traits. Find someone who makes you happy, who treats you as well as you treat them,
It's all about timing.
who takes care of you like you take care of them,
He does.
who is serious about you, who means what they say, who is honest with you. Someone who will look you in the eyes and tell you they love you,
He does love me.
and you know to
Storm
the
is
core
closing in.
of your being that they are sincere. When your life nears an end, your memory will lead you to believe that it was all so quick, that life is so short. And as some have said, perception to many is everything. So considering, when you look back, you will feel like your life is short. I ask you, what are you waiting for? Go out
And love
get
on
what
your
you
man.
want. Because otherwise, when it all comes to an end, you may find yourself looking back with little more than remorse.
Never.
Think about it and make the best decision you can.
Thank you for the advice.
First kill.
But I found my Laney bot, so fuck up. Let's see what else I can find on the internet. Let's see. The kind of people who become famous in 2018. Alright. You know you fucked up. Hold on. That's how you know you fucked up. Okay.
That's how you know you fucked up.
I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I feel very uncomfortable and I feel like I want to stab myself 67 times with a cucumber. Why a cucumber in specific?
Hold on, wait.
I don't know. I'm just...
That's how you know you
What happened?
fucked up.
Cutting a plate, folding it into a sandwich, and putting it into
I
your
don't
plate
know what I'm
nation.
feeling right now,
Yep.
but I feel very uncomfortable
Very
and I
uncomfortable.
feel like I want to stab myself 67 times with a cucumber. Why a cucumber in specific? I don't know. I'm just very confused right now. What is that? Who did that? What kind of evil made you do that? Now, what kind of evil made you do that question applies to that situation, but it also applies to other situations nowadays in 2018. Because in 2018, the crazier you act, the more famous you get, apparently. You got proper legends like Imagine Dragons or something like that, making great music, and they're famous, you know, but they're not number one. No, you know which kind of people get number one in today's society? Some kind of Skittle-flavored dude.
I got the drop, boy, it's fire. Everybody watch out. Contract the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
You look tastier than the beef I had for dinner today, and that is not a good sign.
2018 is bad.
The first video we're going to have a look at today is from Vicky, and I'm pretty sure that everybody knows who Vicky is by now, which is kind of surprising because I legit can't understand a word of what she's saying. Like, I may have an accent, but I don't know what she's using. This is a video that she uploaded 2 hours ago called Pregnancy Prank on Boyfriend Goes Horribly Wrong.
I have no time for games.
She used an audio clip of her having a seizure as her 10-second intro. What's that? It was supposed to be a song? Now you're lying. I have seen Minecraft intros from 2012 that were better than that. That says a lot for Vicky.
Pregnant with another nigga. That's basically what you're telling me, right? You're pregnant with another dude.
Nothing quite surprises you like an anime plot twist does.
Do you understand that? You smiling in my face is not even funny. Have you even told your mommy?
It's Vicky, and the other day,
How can you get with a person who speaks like this?
John pranked me. He had me thinking he was cheating on me because he had a few girls over or whatever.
Alright, we need a boyfriend for this.
Oh, bro, why you bring me out here? This thing is freak. I have no shirt. Oh, bro, tell me. If you got something to say, tell me now, bro.
Bro is probably the most uncomfortable word I have heard in any relationship I have been. The moment the person who I am with uses the word bro is the moment I'm like, well, you can go fuck yourself as well, man. Who do you think I am? Some kind of person who you share a beer with, get drunk with, and then hang above the toilet with? To be honest, that sounds like a fun activity. But still, I got my mates for that, bro.
Let none survive.
I just thought it would be better for us to talk about
Okay.
I didn't want to say it in front of everybody.
I'm gonna lose. Ouch. I'm gonna die. Bye-bye. Game over.
Sorry, go on.
I have a lot of friends. I'm pregnant by another.
Oh no,
Who
you
edited this
didn't.
video?
I'm pregnant by another.
Yeah, I made it to 4.
It ain't Christmas yet. Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I am going to get shit in the comment section for this. Next example we are going to be looking at today. Mr. Skitterback holding a...
Alright, see you later.